they're in this, and all the tunes that they play, and their CDs, or they're highly respected, even in America and throughout Britain and all, yeah, highly respected.
Yeah, for traditional music.
For traditional music, on the, as they call the mouth organ. As Larry Adler said, it don't make any matter what it's called, as long as you can play it.
Yeah.
He always called the harmonica, the chromatic, a mouth organ.
I remember Phil Murphy playing the harmonica one time.
Go ahead.
But he didn't play it very long. I think he found that the other mouth organ was more suited to traditional music.
Yeah.
And why do you think that? Why do you think it is more suitable?
As more flexible. As more flexible. And along with that, the reeds, the reeds are tuned an octave apart. And sometimes even a semitone apart. And they lend themselves to Irish music. A friend of mine, there's a friend of mine called Brendan Power. You probably know him too. But Brendan repairs my harmonicas. When they go out with tune, Brendan repairs them. I send him. He's living in England now. But Brendan, you know yourself, he played with Riverdance and Sting, Elton John. He played with the whole album.
Plays the harmonica.
The nicest chap. He can play both of them. He's able to tune his own to, as I said, traditional music. Maybe he'd have one type of reed on the top and another reed played on the bottom. And if you want one designed like that, you'll be able to do it for you. Yeah.
And why do you think that's not suitable for traditional music? What's the problem with it?
I think ideally this is suited for classical music.
Yeah. But what can't you do on that you can do on an ordinary mouth organ?
What can you do?
What can't you do?
What can't you do? Yeah. I'd say speed. Speed. Yeah. And you don't vamp that indiscriminately like you do with the tremolo. There's a different technique on it, where you push your lips to get a single note, but you put the whole mouth in that on the tremolo. And that's about as near as I could go explaining that part of it.
You did say that in 1967 you have a record from then playing at Flannakeol.
Yeah.
What was that?
Strangely, I still hold the record.
The title.
Since 1967 when the Flowers here in the Scarty, the chromatic harmonica competition that time. That time, the chromatic and the tremolos, or diatonics, they were all in the one competition. Now it so happened that John Keenan, you all know Lord of Mercy on him, John Keenan, he was one of the adjudicators. And he said, this man has won the competition, he said to me, he said, Richard O'Neill has won the competition, and when he done his summing up at the end. And I remember playing the King of the Fairies, and I played it in C sharp, by putting in the slide that way. I played it backwards, like to get the half notes. I was letting it out instead of doing it the opposite way. I played the King of the Fairies, and I practiced a good bit that time for the King of the Fairies, and I also played that Lament for Limerick, and I played a hornpipe, the bigger man. I remember that still, but it was the Lament for Limerick. The Keenan and the other co-adjudicators fancied, and the King of the Fairies. So there was a bloke from Offaly, I don't know his name even, but I know he was from Offaly. I object, he says. He says, that man shouldn't be playing a chromatic, he says. I couldn't play, he says, that on my mouth organ, he says. And it's not fair that this man was able to play superior stuff. So, the following year, the powers that be decided that it would be better that if the chromatic harmonica was put in a miscellaneous category, in with other unusual instruments. I competed one time against the bouzouki up in where was it, Leo Carty, and the little fellow with one arm. Who was he? He lived under them Ferry Carrick. Oh God, he's dead. He was going to be a guard, we said today. He went out this evening shooting crows, and he blew the arm off of himself. So that finished the guards with him. He was a great character though. He was about 80 years of age. And I going up to this place up in the north of Ireland.
Yeah.
And he jumped the stone walls quicker than myself and Leo Carty.
Of course, the harmonica hasn't been heard very much in competition since then.
No. And at the moment, and you can see that badge. I'm a member of the National Harmonica League. That's in Britain. And at the moment, the replacement for Adler, he's a fellow called Paul Jones. He's the president of the whole organisation. And he wants me to do an article on Cortes and the upcoming. They're showing great interest. They have it on their own internet now. But as from the harmonica and diatonic aspect, they want me to write this article. And I've promised to do this 2 or 3 months, and I haven't got around to it yet.
Well, you should do that, Richard.
Huh?
You should do that. You should write a story.
And they told me, yeah, and the characters I knew one, but with particular reference to the mouth organ. Yeah.
I notice in your lapel there, you've also got a fáinne. That suggests that you're an Irish language enthusiast.
Yeah, ever since I went to school, my first schoolmaster was a Kerryman, my hall of soul wine. And dare anyone call him Mick Sullivan? My hall of soul wine.
And what's the other badge? And we'll come back to the language later.
This one?
No, the one in the middle?
The one in the middle. That's pro-life.
Oh yes.
Pro-life.
Very good.
I'm totally anti-abortion under any circumstances.
Okay.
Maybe I'm one of the odd men out, but...
Well, I suppose that's a story that's always in the news. Richard, you're also known as a singer. And would you like to sing a song now?
I'll give a verse for it, fella, yeah, if you can. I used to, maybe I forget the words of it now. I used to sing Owen Vaughan one time. I haven't sang it this long time now. I was sick for the last 2 years, in hospital for the last 2 flaccules. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I won't be sick this time.
You'll be fit this year.
is to a quicklo I the mest
Very good. Corov Mahagut, Rishtard.
The bringing on a kind of blame to him. I can meal me now the note the yard I still can't get the high notes.
You did well.
That was only one.
You did well. Jimmy, Rishtard, you spent some time in the Irish Army.
Yeah.
When was that?
I joined the army in 1947, and from there we go up on the bus, Jimmy Welsh, Lord Mercy and myself, in Camola, and there was about 6 foot of snow on the ground. My mother standing out in the door, and she pity and Dick going up to the army. There's no work to be got to see her down that time at the farmers now. But the bus come along anyway to make a long story short with chains on it and the wheels on it. Up to the corner we goes. And we starving. We were brought into this PA, I suppose, and there was an old coin fell on it. He must have been near retired, I'd say. Paddy Johnson, God forgive me, must be dead as 100 years. But he gave us 3 mugs of soap. Got his throat, and we got I can't remember leaving the house, but I remember the next day, he must have put you in or something, I don't know. But, I done 18 weeks in the infantry on the barrack square in MacDonough barracks in the college, 18 weeks. So when I had it finished, the 18 weeks, there was an officer came along one day and he says, "When I get good, can I boss to? Time o kill bowling, you come to Loch Orman, better go cool at home." Well, then I thought to go call me Loch Orman, I thought she. And our session, I'm not good dull with the uncade car. And sure, would you like to go to the 1st battalion? She 1 battalion was the same as the another committee. So, God, smart number door to me. I was, cut my yell at both ends, he says to Jimmy Welch. Sure. Maar zo de wil restarting doen we en kijken Rocky Mish freshen. I go as well. We were buddies at home in Camolan as well, you know, Jimmy Welch.